Reclaiming. 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 What does that mean? To take back. To take back ownership. In this phase of our healing journey, we are reclaiming who you are. The real you. The most confident version of you. The most healed version of you today. You see, after healing, comes a reclaiming. Why? Many of you stepping into this healing journey have tried to make sense of the pain. You've tried to make sense of the pain so much so that you tried to make it your purpose. Your meaning. And we have redefined what your purpose and meaning are, not your pain. But if it is not your purpose, then what purpose did it serve? Your pain has stolen so much from you, has stolen your mind, your confidence, and who you are. So how do we resolve this within us? If we can't make purpose from the pain, how do we resolve? The pain has also given something to you. Another part of our theory of the law of contrast is more what you might expect the law of contrast to be. Opposition. Without darkness, there is no light. So what is on the other side of this pain? And a different way I can rephrase this question is, what is the opposite of this pain? Love. Love. In its purest form. So if pain can steal your mind, your confidence, and who you are, then love can give it back to you. That would be the opposite, yes? Love can give you your mind. Love can give you your confidence, and love can give you who you are. Now, I mentioned none of you chose your pain. So isn't it funny that on this healing journey, love has given you an entire journey surrounded by the choice? The choice. Love does not force your mind on you. Love does not force your confidence on you. And love does not force who you are upon you. But with the law of contrast, the opposite will always be available. That's life. We may not be able to control, but there will always be a choice. In the lower phases, or even before stepping into this journey, if love were to walk into the room where you are and tell you you have a choice, you would laugh. Reclaiming. You see, love can't walk into the room and reclaim who you are for you. But she can absolutely walk into the room and hold your mind, hold your confidence, and hold who you are. So then how do you reclaim you? You take it, which means you accept it. Close your eyes. Love is walking up behind you. Feel the warmth start to form on your back. Feel your breath. Notice your hands. Open them, palms facing up. Open your heart. Open your mind. Breathe love in. You may notice your palms start to tingle. And now, imagine the most confident version of you is stored in a ball of light. Feel this energy. Do not doubt what you feel. And I want you to take it. Take it. Clap your hands. Open. Feel the buzz. Feel it. Mm. To reclaim who you are is to remember who you are. And the resolve is you can be who you were meant to be. And with this pain that you have endured, now you get to be who you were meant to be, while also having a greater capacity for love. The more pain you have experienced, the more love you have the capacity to experience. Which means if you are sitting here lonely, holding on to hope, fighting for you, the belonging, the connection, the relationship, the love you wish to experience, well, you can thank your pain because you get to experience a deeper level of that connection, a deeper level of that belonging than if you hadn't. You see, the purpose of your pain is not your purpose in this life. Each of you listening have a very unique purpose. I'm not here only speaking to those who are meant to go through trauma and talk about trauma or emotional pain every day of their life. You see, my purpose, I'm here to talk to people who are ready to reclaim who they are, the most confident version of themselves, while also accepting every crevice of their being. Acceptance in totality, the purest form of love. I want you to think for a moment. I want you to think. We're inviting the brain. Welcome. We don't need to ask how you are. You're great. No feelings. The brain. It's time to integrate the brain. Reclaiming who you are is not being ashamed of how your brain works. It's accepting that this isn't your fight. Your purpose is also not to destroy the brain. To accept the brain is to accept your mind. You have to allow, in order for a deeper healing to exist. You see, you have an opportunity to heal more every day. When you dwell in hope and inspiration, when you make this your lifestyle, when you merge your minds and align your emotion centers together through a choice and decide to live your life in alignment with that decision and agreement, and you hold intention for the most confident version of you, for healing to take place every day, you are in constant motion of aligned action. You are not in perfection. But when you start to live life in this reclaiming, this taking, something beautiful happens. The real you steps forward. The you may have always been afraid to be. Your dark goddess of the sea, Slayla moment. Except the reflection looking back at you is you. This is the integration. What if today, after you are closing this video down, going about your day, what if you walked a little differently? What if you spoke a little differently? What if you felt a little differently? Or thought a little differently? Who would you be? Today is your moment. Today is the day you become you. You have been unshedding. You have been cocooning. Now it's time to fly. And where will your wings take you? Where you are always meant to go. There's a beautiful thing in life called opportunity. We don't own them. We sometimes, most of the times, let them pass us by. But the beautiful thing about opportunity, there is always another one available to you. So today, you're going to accept the opportunities you did not take. You didn't take them. It is too late. Sorry. It is. It's too late for those opportunities. And some of your dreams need to die. They do. Dreams do have expirations. But in the reclaiming, when you step into the real you, you are able to see the opportunity available to you. And there is one. So in this phase, you have to take it. You have to take your mind. You have to take your confidence. You have to take who you are. And you have to take opportunity when it is presented to you. This is the first phase where you will begin to see what is possible. But not only that, we are tipping the scale into more confidence than not, into more healed than not. There is a fire within you. To wake up, we must spark. To heal, we must glow. And to become who we are, we must set fire. So I don't care what darkness has entered your life. I don't care what choices have brought you here. I don't care how intense your undoing was or still is. I don't care what has happened to you. I don't care what you have done. I don't care what you think makes you not good enough. I don't care. If you're watching this video, if you're on this healing journey, doesn't matter. Nothing that has happened can stop you. And what's beautiful about fire, it burns. Today, we are setting fire to your life. In a blaze of glory. And from the ashes, the phoenix will rise. You will rise. Everything about your old story ends today. Because the book and the story of who you have been is paper. And it will turn to ash in your flames. And when you rise, you will see in your hands a blank book. A blank story. Today is a new beginning. The past does not define you. In fact, if you were to give this book to a new reader, they would know nothing about you. Today, you get to choose how to write your story. You get to choose how you talk, how you walk, how you think, how you act, how you choose, how you take. You get to choose your perception of who you have been. And you get to choose your perception of who you will be. So, who are you? I'm curious. Who are you? While your pain may not be your purpose, anyone who sets fire to their life and rises from the ashes has great purpose and meaning in this life. I like to think of reclaiming as rebirth, renewal, a blank slate. Do not write the perfect story. Write a story of acceptance in totality, whatever that means for you. You are light. Any soul who has endured pain without a choice of their own has more light to take. You see, you may feel like your soul is battered, bruised, shredded, dark, heavy. That is your tiredness. Your soul shines brighter than the flame. So shine. We all have consequence. But your consequence is not a life sentence. It's a part of a story that has been forgotten. And you get to choose your new story. I invited the brain in because the brain holds memory we may or may not have access to, but it's there. Your brain gets to write a new story as well. When your confidence is higher, your brain starts to listen because you've given your brain evidence. It's willing to possibly maybe believe you because it has some new data. See, this is where your brain starts to become your friend. In this new story of yours, this brain gives you a very beautiful gift. The how. How will it ever happen? How will I ever achieve that? How will I ever change? Your brain will start to think for you. It will start to give you memories. Hey, remember when? Remember when? Hey, remember this? So today, I want you to invite friendship and connection between you and what we will now refer to as your mind. Hmm. Did you think we were getting the brain back in alignment? Plot twist. I can only imagine what's in alignment. No skipping forward, or what you hear in alignment won't matter to you. When you walk, you must bring intention to your movement. Back when I lived in New York City, I would stomp and affirm, I am. I would love to sit down and talk to that version of me today. Just see her walk by here. I am, I am, I am. Like, you are. She was, and I am. There's a funny thing that happens when you get a promotion in Wall Street. Quit your job a week later. Start your own business with your mom. And feel so good the first day. I cleaned my entire apartment from top to bottom. Because now I can create. Day 2, sit down at my desk. And I ask this very simple question. How? How does one own a business? Maybe I liked people telling me what to do because now I have to think for myself. I hit record on my microphone that day before any editing software, which means I did it karaoke style. I had a little music playing off my desktop computer, and I closed my eyes and I recorded the sound playing from my computer. That's all I had. And me. It was my very first MP3. My mom still has it. She still listens to it. She keeps everything I make. Number one fan. You see, I didn't know how, but my purpose was still there. Whenever I had doubt, I went somewhere inspiring in the city. put on my music, and I would strut. Because no one knows your story, you know? No one knows that I'm sitting there just sitting in fear, no more safety of my career, wondering if I've just totally royally effed up. No one knows that. Put on my cut-off gloves. That was my signature look. Put on my little headphones. Back then we still had the cord. So cool. Put phone in, and I would strut. I am. I am. I would affirm. And here's the thing about affirmations. Usually they suck. Not a huge fan of affirmations. I did not affirm, I am abundant. I am receiving all of the beautiful blessings from the universe. I didn't say that shit. What it said was, I can figure this out. I've been in an impossible situation before, and I've done it. My brain and I, my mind and I, gave me all of these beautiful experiences of overcoming. If I can do that, I can do this. Listening to music, working on my vibration, drinking my magical green juice. And you know what? The greatest affirmation I needed, the bills will always be paid. Because for me, that was my fear. And even though the story goes, she left New York City, a place where she always thought she'd live and die. I wasn't forced out of New York City. See, for me, my story of reclaiming, I thought, was stepping into business. That was part of my story. But my reclaiming, why I chose to leave New York City, was because as my confidence grew, I had this day where something inside of me changed. This day when I just knew I'm going to be a mom. So I don't know if you guys know this about me. Most people look in my life and assume that I've always wanted to be married and I've always wanted to have children. In my 20s, I'm never getting married, never having kids. I mean, I saw how hard it was. I watched my mom. She was amazing. The best mom ever. But her love story wasn't. And I watched the abuse. I endured the abuse. I watched what happens to a light when they merge with dark. If there was a love story of the law of contrast, that was my mom and dad. Everything she was, he was the opposite. Everything he was, she was the opposite. In every way. Opposites are not meant to attract, but they do. In the law of contrast theory, you will learn how energies work and how they find balance or align. You see, that day when something changed in me, I didn't know that there was an option to align and have an aligned love story over a law of contrast love story. And I didn't know that because I was the one that was going to invent the law of contrast. We didn't have it out there yet. That day, I closed a story on who I was, and I rewrote who I am. And as I mentioned, the choice will pop up time and again. Another choice. And my aligned choice meant leaving something that I love. See, here's the funny thing. Usually, your first healing journey, you want it all gone. Take it all. Here you go. Cool, I'll take anything else. But as your confidence grows, as you live your life in who you are, as you are in a continuous motion of asking for more, you start to really like your life. You really like who you are. You really like what you've created. And so putting down New York was devastating. And yet I knew in my heart where my love was. This is the part of the story where I tell you we can't always explain every step of the way because a huge part of my life is guided by an unexplainable magic. I knew he was in California. My mom knew he worked in tech and lived in Silicon Valley. She was right. He did. That's a whole nother story. But what I will tell you is that when I tried to make it happen, when I forced the love story, I found the most desperate liar wanting to be my love story. But the healing moment was, after all of my growth and evolution, that relationship only lasted 10 weeks. A blip in time. And that last effort from darkness couldn't touch me. Because my light shined brighter than fire. And if you want anything, you have to claim it. My desire to claim my purpose kept me going. I had to find hope and inspiration when it was harder, because it was a lot easier to doubt my choice of opportunity and aligned action in that destruction. But then a beautiful day happened. The love I had been trying to find found me. I like to say I found him because I did all the work. He found me. The greatest love story, my favorite one. After all the movies, all the books, anything I see, my favorite one is mine. My favorite one is him. And I did become a mom. And the bills did get paid. And the story doesn't end there. You see, this is why the choice presents itself time and again. Because your purpose isn't just to find love. Your purpose isn't just to find career. Your purpose isn't just to find motherhood. Your purpose is why you want those things. We experience the moments that we want to experience, and in reclaiming, we get to feel moments. Who knows? Maybe one day I will live back in New York City. I've learned in my life, everything is temporary. We don't own anything, and there's a beauty in that. Because the safety is every day I choose. Everything you see in my life is there because I want it to be. I'm not controlled by it. I'm not held by obligation. I choose it to be. And thank goodness I did find the love of my life, because choosing him every day is easy, even with 2 toddlers. I tell you that because many of you think your purpose is in an achievement or a success. Your purpose, who you are, is held in many moments, in many different versions of you, in many different phases of life. But the moment you allow yourself to follow the magic within you, because the magic is not out there, it's in you. It's in the aligned you. The moment you start to follow that magic, you start to live. Rebirth. So don't be afraid by what is awakened in you when you rise. It may surprise you, but you will know it's real because you're light. It shines, it burns. You feel alive. Doubt will always be present. Fear will always be present. But now your mind can actually help you. Acceptance in totality. So who are you? It's time to write your story. And I'm so excited for you. We have many different support options listed down below. If you need help, you aren't alone. It's time to reclaim you.